We have Angelique, Robert, Mike Sabatino, and Alfred, and Brenton. Okay, today we took the oath. People took the oath for this new member, this new group. Can you, Robert, tell us a little bit about it so people, our audience, can understand what's going on?
Well, the LGBTQ Advisory Board was formed about 4 years ago to bring awareness and to promote a safe place for LGBTQ members. And the mayor has been very supportive, and he has allowed us to grow and expand and to broaden the message of the LGBTQ community. The very first year we formed, we had a flag raising here in the city of Yonkers, and we've done it every year since then. We have a 100% rating for the 3rd year in a row from the Human Rights Campaign. We are a safe place for LGBTQ members to come and live and raise their families. It is very rewarding to see this happen. I am the liaison to the mayor for the LGBTQ Advisory Board.
Now, Mr. Sabatino.
Yes.
Yonkers is a very diverse city.
Yes, it is.
One of the most diverse cities in the country. How welcome is the gay community in Yonkers?
Well, you know, thanks to Mayor Spano and setting up this advisory board, one of the main purposes was to advise him on the needs of the gay community. And I think we've been very successful. And also I think it's been a positive thing to have an LGBT elected official in the city. I am the first out gay elected official in the city. And I think that if it wasn't me, whoever it was, I think people got to understand who we are if they didn't. And, you know that we're no different than anybody else, and we want the same things that every other resident in Yonkers want. And we want a place to live that is welcoming and where we can build a community and, build a community with our fellow LGBTQ residents as well as all the other residents in Yonkers.
Now, Angelique, I know you for a few years now. I'm sorry for that. Just kidding. I'm glad
it's okay.
that I know. Angelique,
I like you.
how do you see Yonkers? 10 years ago, or maybe 15, and now?
Well, I'm a historian, so I see it through a lens that goes back 300 and some odd years. We have taken huge strides in the past 20, 10, 5, 2 years. We have become this wonderful, we've always been diverse, but not as diverse as we are today. If you look back in the 1950s, you could see the population hugely shifted. So we have all these minority groups that live in this city, and the mayor has taken a particularly strong point of view that everyone, no matter who they are, needs to be embraced and included in the conversation. So as a transgender person, there's not that many of us, at least that are visible in the community. There are some, but not a lot. So I like to be thinking of it as, hey, we as Michael's talked about, and Robert talked about the fact that we have this 100 rating from the Human Rights Committee. It's huge. Only 60 cities in the whole country have this, and that says this is a great place to live. If you're anything other than what people consider the norm, particularly in the political climate today, this is a place you want to live. Stake your roots here. You will be loved and embraced, and that's how I see it.
So Yonkers, the mindset has changed in Yonkers.
Hugely.
But also, thanks to Mayor Spano for making this happen and promote a diverse city where everyone is welcome in our city, regardless of who you love. So love is love is love is love. Right. Now, Alfred, we spoke the other day about the possibility of a a gay pride parade, something that shows that we're happy for whom we are. Not that we need the label, look, I am this, so I need a parade. But it would be good to have one in Yonkers to show that we're ready. Do you gentlemen think that we are ready for this?
Well, every cultural group, I mean, we have a Hispanic parade, we have the St. Patrick's Day for the Irish, the Columbus Day for the Italians, and you know, June is the month where we celebrate and have pride in the fact that we are part of the LGBT community. And I know that the board, unbeknownst to Alfred's group, was working on doing something with the downtown bid this coming June to do a pride event. We didn't really decide what it would be, but it's being encouraged that we go ahead. So I'm glad that Alfred and some of the members of his group have come tonight, and you know, they'll work together to find out what is going to be the best way to do this.
Alfred, do you want to tell us a little bit, not too many words, but a little bit about your group, so people can know what it is, how can they find you, and what your objectives are?
Okay. So our group was created through just community members. We just felt like we've been going to these different pride events and being involved in Bronx Pride community, you know, their events as well. And then it just started hitting me, I think, about 2 years ago. It's like, wow, I've been born and raised in Yonkers, and I've been seeing the population of the gay community, especially being involved in the only LGBT youth program. And coming from that, it's like, wow, we haven't really had something. So I started this board with several members, you know, an accountant from Wells Fargo, myself, a district manager for Wells Fargo, and different leaders in the community. So we started this board. I wasn't really informed about the advisory board until the other day. And then so we started this board and just started like brainstorming and stuff like that. And like, location, is Yonkers really ready? And then we started asking people in the community. And then when this video went viral of our interview, you know, it just showed that the community is ready. The people do want this to happen. And I'm here to say that we're going to work together. It's not a separate board. We're going to work together and we're going to make this happen, because, you know, there's power in numbers. It's not two boards. It's going to be one board, and we're going to make this happen. It's just about the people and making everyone feel wanted and safe.
You talk about the video that YV did.
Yeah, the Yonkers video.
Now, if anyone wants to get in touch with you, how can they?
They can reach me at Facebook or Instagram. It's Alfred Jr. Rodriguez. Both, either way, they can reach me. I think after that video, I've been getting a lot of messages on Facebook from the young LGBT youth of Yonkers, and it's been overwhelming for me, because it's like, wow, I haven't really paid attention that there's young kids in Yonkers that are like 16, 17, 18 that really want this to happen, and I think it's gonna help their parents accept the LGBT process and stuff like that even more.
People are listening.
People are listening, and I think that's an amazing thing that the video went viral and all this, you know, commotion.
Mike, what about the adults that belong to the LGBT community? How can they get in touch with you? What's the
Well, the best thing to do is get in touch with Robert, I guess, or Angie, who's the chair of the LGBT Advisory Board. I guess Angie is also on Facebook. You know, the Mayor's Advisory Board, well, I guess, you know, part of it is outreach, and now we've brought the two groups together. Not that we didn't know Alfred and Brenton forever.
This is a little kid.
It's just that, you know, we want to make sure that we don't have, you know, people working on the same project separately.
Exactly.
You know, we want to bring the community together.
Right.
So Angelique.
So if they want to get in touch with me, I have a Gmail. It's pretty simple. Well, my name is not simple, but it's simple. So it's Angie, A-N-G-I-E, and my last name is P as in Peter, IWINSKI@gmail.com. So they can do it that way. If somebody's interested in just learning more or talking or just, you know,
Okay,
being
we will
involved.
also post that on Yonkers Voice.
Right.
So they have to
Great,
community know
great.
how to get involved.
Yonkers Voice or my Celebrating in Yonkers Facebook group, which is a public-facing group too. There's a couple thousand people on that. So many different ways of engaging.
I think it's a good thing to have Yonkers Voice. They just reached 17,000 followers,
That's correct.
which is a good thing.
On
and
one
it's
group.
And one group, 17,000 followers. So that means the Yonkers community is involved. And so it's good to have that, you know.
So it's, you know, I think it's important that one of the things that we find, unlike New York City, where the LGBT community sort of, you know, lives in a particular neighborhood, here, you know, we're all over.
Right.
You know, not only in Yonkers, but all over Westchester. We have LGBT people that have young families. So, you know, I think it's a good thing that's happening.
Yeah, we're a diverse group, and our diversity spreads us all over the city.
All right, so thank you very much, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
We appreciate
Thank
the
you.
interview. Now let's get inside, have a few drinks. What's the name of the place?
Fancy
Francey
Brady.
Brady.
Fancy Brady.
That's it. Thank you.
On Main Street.
On Main Street. Come check
I, Michael Sabatino, do solemnly swear to support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and the City Charter of Yonkers, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of member, co-chair, whatever you are, member, co-chair of the LGBT Advisory Board to Mayor Spano. Congratulations.
Billy.
Better than Jersey.
So we're trying to get right. It's better than Jersey. Jersey's more like a
We just talked. Is your husband really interested in y'all? I'm just wondering, like, where all these people are, like, where he's like living in all this. He's filling it.
Yeah.
So what I offered up to Jen, I don't know if you heard
We are nominally members of the Church of the